An important part of the project was getting the architecture right. So all of the houses are built with real materials, real architecture that's consistent in a village of this vintage. In a lot of new developments, you drive down the street and you see these McMansions with this big garage that sits out front. You look at the front of the house and you see the front door and see, oh, well, that must be where the driver lives. It's all very sort of car-centric. We broke the garage off the front of the house. We moved it as a separate building behind. So they have a rather more social front and a very private backyard space. By doing that, it allows us to have much more light in from the sides of the house because a garage doesn't take up all that room. All of the architecture was designed very much with the urban planning in mind. So there's equal focus on the front door and the back door because we have rear laneways that service all of the houses. That became an important architectural requirement. So once you come into the house, some of the things that make this very distinct from a typical contemporary development is the things like a 9-foot ceiling. That's standard in all of the houses. It gives a much more airy feel to the ground floor, and it also allows us to make the windows taller, so we have much more natural light coming in throughout the house. Consistent with everything that we're doing here, the materials that we used for the construction of the houses are all real wood staircases, real hardwood floors. These are all components that one would find in a 100-year-old house. The difference is that we built it with modern technology, so they're very energy efficient. The importance of quality materials flows into the kitchen. Having a 9-foot ceiling means that we can increase the amount of cabinet space and also increase the amount of light and airiness in a kitchen. With the use of high-quality materials, granite countertops, real wood cabinets, for example, it's a very functional space. This is a great place for a family breakfast or a great place for a social occasion. One of the best compliments, one of the workers who was working on the municipal project pointed to the model home and said, "You're so lucky that this property came with that beautiful old house." Of course, that house was finished about 3 weeks before he came there. And I think that's a testament to the sort of architecture that we're focused on here.